Hi, my name is Karen Desai, and I'm the founder and CEO of Lukh. Think Rent the Runway, but for Indian clothes. This is my husband and I on our wedding day. We were thrilled that our friends and family came from all around the world to celebrate us. But leading up to our big day, we received multiple phone calls. My non Indian wedding guests were unsure of what the events were and totally confused on what to wear. Meanwhile, our Indian guests were frustrated on how much they had to spend on outfits. Like any typical Indian wedding, my wedding was 4 days long, filled with multiple events. And my wedding guests needed outfits for each of those events, but each outfit could cost $500 or more. Since Indian weddings are grand events, there's a pressure on all guests to participate and look the part. But outfits are so hard to find in the US. You could find some options if you live near a little India, like Devon Street in Chicago, but they're usually poor quality or outdated. And this is a growing challenge because today, 80% of Indian weddings are now interracial, intercultural, or interfaith. So, meet our customer Rachel, who was invited to an Indian wedding with her boyfriend. She had felt left out from his family's parties in the past around everyone speaking a different language. And at Look, 65% of our customers are not Indian. And these are sentiments we've heard over and over again. After educating Rachel on the events and what to wear, she told us, I couldn't speak the language, but when I wore an Indian dress, everyone noticed me. But most importantly, they noticed the effort I put in. I felt included and confident. And that is our mission, to create confidence and belonging through cultural guidance. Look is an online rental service dedicated to making Indian culture and fashion accessible in the US. We offer outfits that span over the 4 days of wedding events with affordable prices starting at $100 for a 4 day rental. We provide the cultural concierge service that I wish I had for my own wedding guests, including digital resources and one on one education for wedding guests on what the events are, what to wear, and why. In the US, there are over 42,000 Indian weddings each year, and they have an average of 300 wedding guests, with 3 to 4 outfits required for both men and women, and an average rental price point of $150. Just bringing Look to weddings is over a $5 billion opportunity. We know there's a larger opportunity, though, with South Asian cultural events, holidays, and dinner parties. We've interviewed over 100 people and learned that, unlike Western apparel, brand names are not important when it comes to Indian clothes. So we decided to private label rather than go to designer brands. This provides us higher margins by cutting out the middleman, and we have direct control on making styles. We've also learned that for our customers to feel confident, our dresses need to fit perfectly. So we've developed adjustable features that empower the end customer to expand and tighten the outfit to their bodies, eliminating the need for alterations. We're thinking ahead and taking a data driven approach as we scale our assortment by capturing different style qualities to ensure we're curating a variety of styles. And so, since our soft launch in January of 2020, we've had over 115 paying customers and made over $12,000 in revenue. Plus, we've seen over 45,000 unique site visitors, and over 55% of that has been organic. Today, we are at an inflection point as events are rapidly coming back. We've seen over $6,000 of revenue in just the last 90 days. We've been featured in Business Insider, Poets and Quants, and most recently Fashionista magazine. We've become the destination for Indian attire and education. As part of our go-to-market strategy, we've learned that the most powerful driver of referrals comes from brides, given their access to hundreds of wedding guests. So we launched a bride ambassador program where we offer our cultural concierge service and a custom promo code that can be shared on a couple's wedding website or invitation. To date, we have over 60 bride ambassadors with weddings from 2021 through 2022, and we've seen that one bride contributes about $1,000 from her referred guests, but this will only increase as we drive brand awareness. In addition, we've planned in-person events like bridal shows and pop-ups where consumers can see, try on, and feel our outfits. And finally, we've acquired over 4,500 Instagram followers and an email list of over 1,000 people through blog collaborations and influencer partnerships. So the Indian rental market began growing in 2019, and then even Rent the Runway tested it out by launching three Indian dresses in March of 2020. But due to COVID, Rent the Runway has refocused on their core business. And while we admire Rent the Runway and their mass approach, we know that Look is far more authentic with our cultural expertise. We are now the only rental service for South Asian fashion in the US with control over our inventory. You can see here what the unit economics looks like for a 4-day semi-formal rental. It will take us only one rental to cover the cost of a dress, and this includes the variable costs associated with reverse logistics. We also project the useful life of an outfit to be 7 turns today, resulting in at least $650 of profit per an outfit. So to capture this opportunity, we have an incredible team of women. Our CFO, Alicia, brings financial acumen from her time at Credit Suisse. Our COO brings operations and demand planning expertise from Amazon. And Purvi brings cultural knowledge with her time spent doing nonprofit work in India. And I myself bring marketing and strategy expertise. I quit my job in 2019 to work on this business full time. And after graduation, the rest of this team will be joining me. We know this is an operationally intensive business, so we put together an advisory board of experts, including the former COO of Birchbox, Pooja Agrawal. Today, we're actively hiring for a CTO to become more agile, and we plan to hire a lead merchandiser on the ground in India to build out Lukh's assortment. We're currently seeking $150,000 to scale our operations through next year. We know we can capture this increasing demand with your support. Thank you very much.